Hi, it's Mr. H here, and I am now going to start part two of the book titled Dolores Huerta, Advocate for Women and Workers by Linda Barghorn. So this is part two, so we're starting here with chapter 3, and here we go. Grassroots Beginning. The CSO was a grassroots or newly created group that encouraged the poorly educated farm laborers to become involved in political decisions that could help improve their lives. Dolores helped run educational programs, organize citizenship classes, and register voters. She fought for improvements to neighborhood streets and parks. She worked to help laborers get access to government assistance when they were injured or unemployed. Her work was so successful that she was promoted to represent the CSO at the state level. No woman had held that position before. Organizing a movement. In 1962, Cesar and Dolores left the CSO to create the National Farm Workers Association, NFWA, later known as the United Farm Workers, UFW. They wanted to organize farm laborers into unions that could fight for better working conditions. That was difficult because some workers were in the states illegally and had no rights to work there. Others were uneducated or didn't speak English. The Grape Strike. Although farm laborers had won some legal rights, they were still treated poorly by most farm owners who ignored the laws. As NFWA members, the laborers decided to challenge the grape farm owners in Delano, California. They refused to work until the farm owners promised to guarantee their rights. This became known as the Delano Grape Strike. The farm owners worried about losing money as more laborers joined the strike. Some offered better wages and health care to their workers, but most refused to help the striking workers and threatened those who helped organize them. Boycott. Dolores encouraged consumers to join the fight by boycotting grapes. More than 14 million people joined the boycott when they learned about the poor working conditions that the farm laborers endured. After 5 years, the laborers reached an agreement with the farm owners. They were provided with health care benefits, toilets, and fresh running water, and were protected from dangerous pesticides. Dolores's organizing and negotiating skills were important in achieving this success. She was nicknamed Dolores Huelga, Spanish for strike. A huelga, again, pardon my Spanish. Farm laborers' rights. For the next 2 decades, Dolores continued to help organize the laborers. She visited farmers' fields, attended protest rallies, and negotiated in government offices. She helped achieve the first law allowing farm workers to organize and negotiate for their own rights. She lobbied constantly to gain amnesty for farm workers who had lived, worked, and paid taxes for years, but were denied the same rights as American citizens. This has led to the creation of an immigration law which helped migrant workers obtain legal status to live and work in the United States. Political activism. Dolores has never been afraid to stand up for what she believes is right. She has been arrested more than 20 times during her career, often for refusing to obey the laws that hurt workers' rights. Once, she was beaten so badly by a policeman at a political rally that she almost died. She has continued to fight for equality for everyone and to fight for laws that defend each individual's civil rights. In her later career, she became more involved in national politics and participated in several United States presidential campaigns. Fighting stereotypes. Dolores is proud of her role as a Chicana, a woman of Mexican heritage. Throughout her life, she has fought gender and ethnic stereotypes. Mexican American women were expected to dedicate themselves to raising a family, but Dolores stubbornly embarked on a career that took place largely in a man's world. Her authority was often challenged by men. Many did not like seeing a woman, especially an ethnic woman, in power. Some refused to negotiate with her, but Dolores refused to be intimidated. A strong role model. Without realizing it, Dolores had become a powerful role model for many women. They admired her strength and commitment to stand up for others. A meeting with well-known feminist Gloria Steinem informed Dolores of the growing movement for women's rights. She began to include women's issues in her struggle for equality. She has encouraged women to look beyond their traditional family roles and push them to accept political positions within government. She continues to be a strong advocate for the rights of women and Latinos. Chapter 4: A Lifetime of Accomplishment. In 2002, Dolores Huerta was presented with a $100,000 Creative Citizenship Award. This generous prize allowed her to establish the Dolores Huerta Foundation. With the foundation, Dolores was able to continue her work to help improve the lives of women, children, and poor working class families. Through its training and leadership programs, Dolores hopes to inspire the next generation of leaders to advocate for others. Building strong communities. The foundation works to create stronger, wealthier communities. Dolores has always believed that the key to creating change in people's lives is to get them organized and involved. The foundation's work is built on this principle. It creates United Neighbors groups in communities and selects individuals from these groups to be trained as leaders. These leaders identify problems in the community and partner with community members to find solutions. Celebrating Dolores. Dolores Huerta's accomplishments have been celebrated in many ways, from slogans and portraits to public murals, movies, and museum exhibits. Her commitment to social change in America has earned her 9 honorary degrees from American universities and countless awards. In 1984, the California State Senate presented her with an Outstanding Labor Leader Award. She has been inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame and has been celebrated as one of the 100 most important women of the 20th century. She was also the subject of a recent documentary called Woman in Motion. Highest honors. Dolores' dedication and commitment across borders have been acknowledged by the Mexican and American governments. In 1998, she received the Otley Award from the Government of Mexico, the highest honor granted to a citizen living outside their country. It celebrated Dolores' lifelong commitment and influence with the Latino community. In 2012, President Barack Obama presented Dolores with the Presidential Medal of Freedom. The award recognized Dolores' enduring contributions to American society. One life. The Smithsonian Museum's National Portrait Gallery in Washington, D.C. tells the story of America's history and culture through its collection of portraits of influential individuals. In 2015, Dolores Huerta was recognized in its One Life series. This series had paid tribute to a variety of American citizens, from presidents to baseball players and military generals. The Smithsonian Museum was the first national museum to honor Dolores' accomplishments. Sacrifice and reward. Over the years, Dolores' demanding career and schedule often conflicted with her role as a mother. She loved her 11 children deeply and admits her family life was sometimes sacrificed for her career. But she also believes that her work demonstrated to them the importance of being a responsible, engaged citizen. Her union's motto, Si se puede, or Yes, you can do it, has guided her work and been a philosophy for her growing children. She takes pride in their achievements as adults, some of whom have chosen to continue her work. Now in her 80s, Dolores remains an outspoken leader and activist. If you would like to learn more about Dolores Huerta, you can see there are some web links on page 31. And of course, this book is available to you in Epic, and it will be assigned to you so that you can find it more easily. And I hope you enjoyed this book.